Adoption is a word many people know, but few truly understand. On January 18, 1998, Mihei Park was born in Seoul, Korea, only to be adopted 8 months later on the other side of the world in Tulsa, Oklahoma. To understand this process, you have to go to the heart of the people involved, the heart of a family. Over 18 years from when she was first adopted, Megan shares the story of her experience.
I don't really remember any specific moment where they told me I was adopted. I just kind of always knew. And if you look at our family, it's kind of hard not to. I mean, I'm tan and dark hair, my brother's pale and blonde. I was adopted when I was 8 months. I've grown up in the United States since I was really little, and I don't remember anything from Korea really. All I've known is America.
Though in many ways a typical Oklahoman with a love of activities like horses and football with a mean spiral to boot, Megan has remained connected with her heritage, a heritage all her family has a part in.
I was in the Army in the 1980s, and I was stationed in Korea, and I lived there for over a year, and I really enjoyed my time in Korea, and I did a lot of touring, and I lived on post, just knew a lot of them, and they were friends, and I really enjoyed the time there.
The McKnight family has even been on a trip to Korea to fully experience their daughter's cultural heritage.
Korean culture is really similar to American culture. They just have more of a sophisticated air about themselves. They're a lot more reserved and aware of their spaces and how they act, and they're definitely a lot skinnier there. That's one big thing. It's smaller dishes there, and it's just not a big thing to eat a lot and all that.
There was a lot of foods and things I liked about it, and it's extended that experience, I guess, of the Korean culture, which I really enjoyed.
In addition to embracing both parts of her heritage, Megan has excelled in both school academics and activities.
I'm involved in my school's athletic training program, which works with all the different sports at Metro, and we do taping, stretching, rehab, basic first aid on all the athletes, and we take care of all their injuries. It's a lot of hands-on experience, yet my athletic training instructor, she really makes sure that we know all the different anatomy and how all the muscles work and how the bones and everything, and we just really get a really hands-on experience. And since we're smaller, we get to work more with like rehab and learning how stuff works, what different things do for the muscles and bones, and it's a really great experience.
In addition to training, Megan has found success as an artist, something not present in her adopted family.
None of us are going to be there.
Or have any talent in that area.
Yeah.
And that's shown since she was very little.
I like drawing and painting, and I do like ceramics, even though it kind of gets messy and doesn't always turn out right, but I still enjoy it.
Megan's enjoyment of art has led to great success for her, with her most recent piece, The Journey to Return, receiving recognition from the Scholastic Art and Writing Program in Oklahoma. Both Megan and her family credit their success in the adoption as that it ultimately has little difference to them from any biological family.
Just from everything, from sports, academics, we really like to push each other, and we'll support whether it is art or sports or horse riding or anything. We just really like to support each other. I didn't really remember any times where I felt necessarily different from my family. I think that's one thing with America being so diverse, that being adopted really isn't that big of a deal. You don't really see yourself that much different than everybody else.
We don't feel we have a biological child and an adopted child. We don't feel any different. They're both just unique individuals. We just love them for who they are, and the adoption doesn't change that. Or because she has her own beautiful story that, we got to be a part of. He has a different type of story, our older child, but they're both just as special to us, one as the other.
A lot of ways, I think we're just like any other family, whether it's adoption or a biological child. You just go about your business the same way with any child.
For years, Dylan International and other organizations like them have made stories like this happen around the world for children like Megan.
I think that just they're doing a really great job with placing kids with really great families, and that they're really giving the kids their best chance of a great life.
Adoption is a beautiful thing, leading to a different and ordinarily special kind of family, no different than any biological family, running on love and creating wonderful stories around the world. Megan's story is just one of many. The story of my sister and how she is a part